Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is a wonderful Friday evening here, about 6:03 p.m. here. We're live from the Hari Union at Valparaiso University. I'm Ethan Decatur,
I'm Isaac Fabro.
and we're here to call some Rocket League action here. Valparaiso University in the quarterfinals. Valpo's brown team versus Mount Union's purple team. So, waiting on the server here as we look at the screen to get started. Teams are loading in. So very interesting season for Valpo Rocket League. This team spent a long time over the past few years kind of developing their program, kind of stepping up a little bit more every single season. And now that they're here, stream producer Michael, I'd just like to point out that Cole asked if we are ready. So T to chat. I would have said yes, but R works as well. So once again, a shout out to our wonderful stream producer, Michael, who's here alongside us in the lab. Michael.
Yeah, get in here.
Yeah, he's here. So yeah, we're here to watch some Rocket League. So as we get started here, countdown, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
Looks like Zanny for Mount Union will take the win off that kickoff. Steadily fire, missing that one. As Valpo comes over and into his own, Thunder knocks that one away. Obliviox putting it back down into that right corner, but Zanny for UMU is able to make a stop. Master Seb going up for that one. Thunder able to stay on defense, and a good pass back to his teammate there as Obliviox comes in. See if he can make something happen coming out of Valpo's end.
Yeah, big save from Master Sep there. Early pressure from the UMU side. Staying in the blue half, not allowing Valpo to get a good clear or get some offense going, but we see some plays going on here. Big boom from Obliviox.
Yeah, Thunder's going to try to take this one back down. Zanny will take this. Master Seb, they're good in the 3 position to knock that one away for Valpo. Thunder and Obliviox going up. Thunder winning that contest there at center field. Colrock's bringing that one in. Zanny trying to rotate up and not able to. Master Seb will bring this over. Steadily Fire. We'll see if he can go up for it. Obliviox will beat him to it, coming up high off the ceiling. Colrock, see if he has a shot here. A little bit too high off the angle on that card. Thunder will get this one easily. Steadily Fire knocking that away.
Yeah, Master Sep here back, getting the ball, getting control for Valpo's side, and who, unfortunate touch from Master Sep there, kind of just giving it to the opposition when trying to get it to Colrocks there and get a clear off their side.
Yeah, so an unfortunate Valpo error there, about 1:15 into this one, and they'll go down 1-0 to Mount Union. So they've got a little bit of work to do here early. This Valpo team is no stranger to having some work cut out for them, but we'll see if they're able to get one back quick here, or if it'll go down to the wire here. So Master Seb, and a rare miss there from him. Obliviox will try to follow it up. A good fake out there. He gets that on top of his car and tries to flick. Unsuccessful. Colrocks bring this back down. See there, Master Seb coming back, recognizing that his teammate was going to come up from that 3 spot all the way up to the front of the field, staying back. Good positioning there from him.
Yeah, and overall, even though that UMU got that first goal, Valpo was able to balance the pressure that's given and turn it into offense. So it was just really that unfortunate error that led to this 0-1 start, but still looking good from them.
Obliviox trying to make something happen here. He's got 102 points, 3 shots, no goals, unfortunately for him. Colrocks following him up with 102 points there for him. They're going to try to bring this one back down. Obliviox with a great shot opportunity there. Ran out of boost up in the air, and Zanny will make that save. Steadily Fire knocking that away. Obliviox coming up over center. That's an open shot. And oh my goodness, an unfortunate miss.
Yeah, just like we were saying, the Valpo pressure is there. They're able to get onto the offensive end, fending off the pressure from UMU, but just off a few times. Definitely right there within their grasp.
Ball comes up over center. Steadily Fire will try to knock that one down, and he will, but it's right to Obliviox. He's got 5 shots on this game and no goals. So Valpo, like you said, definitely putting the pressure on here. And unfortunately, they've just either missed or gotten unlucky, or UMU's been able to make a save. So 2 very strong teams here on the defensive end going at it with each other. Master Seb with a pass up. That one's towards the corner, but it will be knocked away by Steadily Fire. 'll see a little bit of slowdown of play here. High up towards the ceiling there. Thunder's going to take that one. Try to bring this one in. Colrock's able to make a little bit of a save. Good shot. Good save by Master Seb. That gives him an extra 50 points there. 300 points in the game for him. Oblivious bring this one down over the corner. It will go up high off the center, and he'll try to bring it up off the ceiling. I was expecting a little bit more play in the air there from UMU, but unfortunately not able to put anything in. Gets that one over, and a great save from Thunder up and over the crossbar. The UMU is not giving Valpo any bit of breathing room here with a minute left in this one.
Yeah, we'd like to see Valpo try and take advantage of those dicey situations where UMU gets the save, but it still stays on the side of their field, where they're in an advantageous situation to maybe get a follow-up from one of the teammates, but we haven't been able to see it so far.
Ball coming up once again over center. I feel like I've been saying that all night long so far, but lots of possession changes here. This one will roll in, and Master Seb is able to get that equalizer. 30 seconds left, 31 seconds left to be more specific. Master Seb bringing it downfield, coast to coast, and a little bit of a mistake there from UMU, but we'll chalk it up.
For sure. Gotta go 1-1 on errors, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Steadily fire. Oh, looks like he might have had a chance there, but missed rotation from him there. Ball over center. Zanny playing it into the corner. We'll see if he can make something happen. He's got 320 points. Here's Oblivious. He's still got 6 shots, still no goals. Great last second save there from Valpo, trying to make something happen. Oblivious bringing it in. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. The clock will wind down here. It looks like 1-1, and we will keep playing, I would think. Yes, yep. There's overtime.
Overtime. Real players win in OT.
I guess so. I don't know if OT is what you want to be doing in a quarterfinal. You like to have the comfort of winning. But once again, an unfortunate loss there for Valpo. 2-1. I looked away from the screen for a second, looked back, and there's a UMU goal, unfortunately enough.
Yeah, this is going to be a close game. Valpo lost both the previous matchups in the regular season, 1-3 and 2-3 respectively to UMU. So it's definitely in the realm of possibility for Valpo winning this match, but it will be a tough one. But
yeah, absolutely. But, you know, with that being said, it's only one game down, so plenty of Rocket League left to play. Valpo does usually take a little while to warm up, and they do have kind of a slow go of things getting ready in each game. So not too out of the ordinary for them, and I'm not too worried to see what they've got in store here. But once again, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to our broadcast today of Valparaiso University Rocket League, live from the Higher Union on the beautiful campus of Valparaiso University. So we're waiting here on the server once again to get going here as we load back into DFH Stadium here.
Yeah, so overall, so far, Valpo is playing really well. Just those 2 errors, unfortunately, not timed well, both resulting in goals, but as we get back into it, we hope to see just a little bit cleaning up the errors and just some good Rocket League, because fundamentally, we're there. We're in this one.
See if Steadily Fire can make something, excuse me, that was uncomfortable. See if Steadily Fire can make something happen off the roof. He is not able to. Master Seb knocking that over center field. Thunder putting it high up off the ceiling. Colrock's winning the 50 there at center. They'll both split off as Oblivious will come in, and unfortunately off the top, Master Seb with a follow-up. Great saves there from Union.
Yeah, and those are those chance opportunities we were talking about earlier where UMU doesn't get the greatest save off, and it's kind of just chilling in front of the goal. And a big goal from Master Seb there, and a great pass from Oblivious as Valpo goes up 1-0.
Yeah, Oblivious will bring this over right to his teammate. Good side motion there from Master Seb with that multi-sided dice explosion. That was pretty cool.
I haven't seen that one before.
No, it's new this season. Just came out not too long ago, but Zanny putting this up off the wall. Oblivious will play this into the opponent's corner, and a 50 there. Colrocks might get a play on this one. Not much to come from that one, though. Master Seb trying to make something happen off the back wall, and oh my goodness, another miss from him. He's been having a rough day with those misses. That's his second or third one that I can think of that's put Valpo in a dangerous situation, but like I said, takes a little bit to warm up, and he's had some goals to answer for those mistakes too, so definitely not causing too much harm to this Valpo team right now.
Yeah, just those errors, yeah, like you just said, we clean those up, we get warmed up and rocking and rolling, and Valpo's in a great spot because both goals from UMU have come off of pretty decently sized errors from Valpo.
Excuse me, had a yawn there. Been a long day. Zanny trying to make something happen here over center, but Thunder will be the one who gets a touch on it. Master Seb coming down. A little bit of a hopeful chance there from him as he will not connect with the ball. Colrocks coming up high. Thunder making a play. Colrocks is the longest running participant on the Valparaiso Rocket League team. He precedes everybody else by at least a year, and he is definitely the team veteran. He is showing it here today with his play style. 2:57 left in this one, though. Valpo still leading 1-0. Colrocks once again trying to get a touch, but Thunder will make a play. Master Seb knocking that one up high. That's in a dangerous position. Thunder will get a touch, but a good save from Valpo.
Yeah, good defense from Valpo. We've seen a lot in this game that they've been on the offensive. They've been able to keep the ball on UMU's side of the field, but now their defense is being tested here, and they're showing up.
Yeah, this one's going to careen out towards Valpo's net, but Colrocks is there to knock it down and keep Valpo safe. Master Seb putting this high. Steadily Fire will try to make a play on it, but unsuccessfully as he brings that one back down. Colrocks high towards the corner, and another close call.
Just off.
Another close miss for Valpo there.
Yeah, these close misses would make this game a lot different from the 1-0 score we're at right now. And again, some of these goals are shots on goals, maybe not with the intent to score, but close nonetheless. See if we can get some follow-ups on some of these close misses.
Steadily Fire putting towards the corner, and there's a goal for UMU. And oh my goodness, 1-1, a minute 45 left in this one. And we'll see, there's definitely an interesting game in store here for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was a great goal from UMU. They definitely knew what they were doing, and what was Zanny was just right there ready for that pass. Some good aggression from Valpo.
Stop it there too. Zanny putting it over center, trying to get it to his teammate there. We'll see if Steadily Fire can get a shot on. They will. Oh, good job by Colrocks there to break that one up.
Good read from Master Seb there, kind of giving Valpo some time to breathe while this onslaught from UMU is continuing. And a good clear from Colrocks. That's going to be tough to save from him. And that is a goal for Valpo from Colrocks. A great clear. Kind of just caught UMU off guard here mid-rotation. No one's kind of in the correct position to be able to defend against that big clear. 2-1. Pretty even-sided kickoff. We've got Zanny going for the ball here. Obliviox with a big clear here, trying to give Valpo some more breathing room, but right to Steadily Fire, who's just continuing this onslaught.
Yeah, ball coming back in on Valpo's end again. About a minute left in this one. UMU has to make something happen to put their lead up to 2 games. That was a good opportunity there, but Thunder missing, and Zanny will put in another one. That is his second goal. 458 points for him on this game, and they are definitely not going quietly here in this one. 2-2, 49 seconds left. Definitely a good matchup here in a close contest.
That goal right there from UMU just highlights the importance of displacing your opponent when you're on the offensive. Colrocks was able to save that ball, but Thunder had a huge bump on him, which just opened the goal for UMU.
Steadily Fire putting that one up. Zanny trying to do something with it. Colrocks will get a follow-up here, it looks like. Master Seb stopping that at midfield. Steadily Fire and Thunder will collaborate here to make something happen. He's going to have a good opportunity here if he can stick with this one. Right up to the corner to his teammate. And wow, beautiful play from excuse me, Mount Union. I was going to say Union Methodist, but that's a completely different school. Beautiful play from Mount Union there, right over that rear end of Master 7. 600 points. He's got all 3 of his team goals. We can definitely tell who the star player here is tonight.
Yeah, and definitely the just Rocket League on full display, how quickly the game can change with just a few good plays from UMU. Valpo's got to really dig deep here and try and get some goals here.
Oh my goodness, another opportunity for UMU here. Master Seb's got 5 seconds to make something happen. And maybe if there's another touch, no, sir. So, UMU takes game 2. And man, Valpo's definitely having a rough go of things here. So we look down the scoreboard. Zanny with 611 points, 3 goals, 2 saves on 4 shots. Thunder and Steadily Fire with about 300 points each. 2 assists for Thunder and 1 for Steadily Fire. You look down Valpo's score totals, a little bit more even. Oblivious with 360, Master Set with 322, and Colrox with 262 rounding out the bottom. But with all of that being said, Valpo's definitely has their work cut out for them here. UMU, a great team and a great program, definitely showing a lot of tenacity out there today. And, if Valpo doesn't figure something out, not to be pessimistic, but I'm not sure they'll be able to keep up if they're not able to kind of get their act together here.
Yeah, what do you think maybe some adjustments Valpo can make on this side? We saw that UMU was quite offensive on that second game there towards the latter half. Is there any adjustments Valpo can make to maybe lessen that blow or potentially get some offense going of their own?
Yeah, I mean, I say it all the time, but as someone who is on this Valpo team for a period of time, the coaching staff really likes to preach and preach about rotation and about kind of defensive positioning, and I don't think that Valpo's doing that all that well. I think that in Rocket League you have 3 positions. You have your 1-man who's all up at the front, your 2-man who's at midfield, and your 3-man who kind of sits in the back, and you always want to be rotating between those. I think that Valpo's 3 position is consistently coming up too far, and that's where they're getting burned here. But still putting forward a great effort and playing really good defense, but it's just one team's rotations are definitely better than the others.
And as we get into this third match, and it looks like a little bit of an error, from Oblivix there. Went up for the fast aerial there and kind of just side flipped. That gives UMU an early lead here going into our third game.
And as we look at the scoreboard here, we do see API, Anthony Piasecki, has subbed in here for Colrox. So Valpo's coaching staff trying to make something happen, trying to make a change happen, maybe get their team back in this game, or in this series, I should say. Steadily Fire with another goal, and that will put UMU up early here, 2-0. Definitely not the direction that Valpo needs to be going in to keep their head in this one.
Yeah, just a rough few errors off the start there with Oblivix with the side flip on the first goal and API just barely missing that second one on the defense. Yeah, just a rough start, but definitely we've got 4.5 minutes left. Definitely room to aggress and definitely get some goals back here.
Yeah, well, that's what you hope, and that's what you'd like to see. Master Seb maybe getting an air dribble here. He comes off the ceiling. He will make a play, and he won't make a play. Stand corrected there, so he's got another miss there. He's having a rough night here.
Yeah, just a few, like you said, like just rough night from some of the players. Some misses that definitely should be not be misses, and UMU is just capitalizing off of it.
Center field over by that boost pad. Master Seb looking, as Andy will make a play on that one. Thunder will also try to make something happen there. Not able to come up with anything, unfortunately. API bringing this over. Dead center of the field. Zany knocking it back. A big back and forth game here now between these two teams. Oblivix trying to do something here. 1.5 minutes have been played in this, and once again, Mount Union is up 2-0. So putting up a strong showing here, trying to send Valpo packing. But the big question is if Valpo will be able to make a little comeback here and keep themselves in this one.
Yeah, another thing I'm noticing is UMU is consistently being able to get control of the ball off of Valpo's clears and offensive attempts, which is really hurting their offensive potency here in this third game. We'll see if we can get any changes from that, but as we see a center.
Oblivix may have a shot on this one. Came up very far, a little bit of an overreach there. from the Valpo defense, but didn't hurt them, thankfully, or at least didn't hurt them yet, but now they'll have to rush back to stop this one. Oh my goodness, good opportunity here for UMU. That one's going to drop down right in front of the net, but no one is there, and Valpo will breathe a sigh of relief after that one.
And right here, Valpo in a similar situation as UMU was, just getting back on offense, trying to get the capitalization of bad positioning from UMU, but unsuccessful in their attempt.
So shot from Oblivix. That one's knocked away by Thunder. Zany knocks it to Api. We'll see if anything can happen here for Valpo. Crossing our fingers that something does, but 2 minutes left. They're getting down to the wire here, and they have to make something happen. They have to turn the momentum in the other direction here, and it's going to be even harder with that third goal here from UMU. Really just, they definitely came to play, and it's always difficult to prepare for these games. Just, it's the quarterfinals, and you know, strategies are new and things get swapped around. I mean, not out of it yet by any means, but with 2 minutes left, Valpo's going to have a tough time.
Yeah, it just like after the first offensive attempt from UMU, it just seems like Valpo is slow to get control or clear the ball. It just seems like UMU is playing faster than Valpo is right now, able to get to the ball first, able to win those 50s if there are any, and just keeping dominance over the game. As Steadily Fire with another goal, he's really showed up in this third game.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you know, I hate to say it, esports program director Tristan Leonard always tells me I'm too negative on my broadcasts, but with, you know, a minute and a half left and 4-0, Valpo's really going to need a miracle here to keep themselves in this one. And,
Yeah.
you know, with how they've been playing today, I hate to say it, but I'm not too optimistic that they'll be able to do that.
Yeah, it's just a tough game. UMU's just been ahead of Valpo at every step, at least in this third game, whereas the first two were a little closer. But you start to question mental state going into this third match. You get the switch from API in and trying to freshen that mental state, and it's really tough going 0-2 on your first two games of the day.
Yeah, it definitely makes it hard. I mean, players will try to stay warmed up, you know, stay in training, stay in free play or whatever when they're waiting to come in, but, you know, it's not the same as playing the game. And teammate chemistry is different between each and every player. I mean, as much as you try to minimize that, it definitely still happens. And Rocket League is a game that's so focused on communication and knowing what your teammates are going to be doing and just kind of knowing that they're going to be there, whereas in other games there might be a little bit of a margin of error. You know, where you can recover from that. Rocket League is just so fast-paced all the time that you really, there's no opportunity to recover once your communications are, you know, you mess up in that regard. So
yeah, just some posturing going over since we've been talking a little bit about mental state, but Valpo looks like they're finally getting onto some offensive parts of the game here, as Seb has the ball on top of his car looking for a flick, but it looks like that spells the end for Valpo. An 0-3 loss, but a little rough, but they definitely know this team going into the game, playing them 2 times prior, but it just seemed like UMU was just ahead of them at every step of the game.
yeah, definitely an unfortunate outcome here for Valpo. I can't speak too much to how they played during this season. You know, I was gone and out of town for the majority of the season, but being back now, it's definitely a little bit disappointing to see their lack of offensive skill. But you know, with that being said, you know, UMU is also just a top tier team, and it's always hard to come out in these games, especially with this being the upper division. There's such a big spread of skill between, you know, people who have, you know, played the game since it came out and are really top of the line, top of the game, and, you know, players who are, you know, might be great players and might be good players, but haven't just haven't seen as many things and don't have that much experience to draw from. So definitely still good, you know, showing by Valpo, but ultimately they just fell short to the better team.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because we know at least you went out of town this semester. But as for the season as a whole, it's not like Valpo has been or hasn't been good in their
Right.
scenarios. When they were in the GLEC tournament recently, they took down the number one seed Anderson. They showed that they had the potential to swing with the big dogs, even if they were a little bit lower under their weight class. But they definitely have it. It just seemed like today that they just weren't there. UMU was ahead of the game, always just faster to the ball, and like you said, just an unfortunate showing in the playoffs. That like they made the playoffs, that's
Right.
wonderful, but not the wanted result at the end of the day.
Right. And I mean, still making it to the quarterfinals, that's a great effort for the season, and that shows that this program is, you know, just in a great place in terms of ability and skill level, and the program gets better and better each year. So, and that's true
For
for
sure.
all of Valpo's teams, between Overwatch and League of Legends and Smash and every program that we have, they seem to just get better and better each year, and the support that the school's been able to give for the program has just been great. And I think that going
Mm.
forward, especially the Valpo Brown team, playing in the upper level is going to be able to be a very strong team in the next few years.
Oh,
So,
for sure. Yeah.
so,
We're getting a
anyways,
sign to wrap it up.
with that being said, apparently we're talking too much, according to Michael. But once again, thank you for tuning in on Valpo Twitch. I'm Ethan, and he's Isaac, and thank you for tuning in to our broadcast here once again from Valparaiso University. And keep an eye out for our future broadcasts. And I personally look forward to seeing you next season for some more Rocket League Brown Team action.